everybody, it's Miss Sarah with the Rooker Library, part of the Central Arkansas Library System. We're full swing into the Summer Reading Club this year. The theme is Tales and Tales, and we have a sweet story for you today. And it's called Churchill's Tale of Tales. It's written and illustrated by Anca, Sandu. I think you're gonna like it. This is Churchill. Churchill was a very proud pig, just like any other pig. This is his tale of tales. We have some animal tales here. What kind of tale is this? Churchill valued many things in life. Smelling beautiful flowers, painting self-portraits, playing classical music, and reading good books. And he loved to have tea with his friends Billy and Gruff. Milk and sugar? Looks like they're having high tea with all the goodies. But Churchill had one thing that he prized above everything else: his tail. If you look closely, you can see that Churchill is looking in the mirror at his backside and his little tail. Like this. It wasn't a big tail. It wasn't a fancy tail. It wasn't even a very practical tail. But it was his tail. And it made him feel great. Ta-da! But one morning, his tail was nowhere to be found. Churchill searched here, there, and everywhere. Finally, he gave up searching. He was miserable. I just don't feel like myself without my tail, he said. Billy and Gruff came up with an idea. You know how friends are. They're awesome. They gave Zebra a call. Hello, Zebra. We have a tail emergency. Can you help? Come on over. I think we have just the thing, said Zebra. Let's see what Billy and Gruff are up to. The zebras were happy to help. They had a spare tail for Churchill to try. But the zebra tail didn't feel quite right. Perhaps I should try other tails, Churchill thought. Can you see Churchill with the zebra tail? So he went to see Peacock. And I thought Churchill was proud before. This is his little friend. Peacock gave Churchill a tail that made him feel beautiful. Oh, said Churchill to himself, I wonder what other tails I could try. That's a pretty fantastic tail. A tail from the fish made Churchill feel fantastic. It could do things he'd never done before. His friend down here says, Churchill never talks to us anymore. It's all these fancy tails. Look what he's doing. Jumping through the air as his fishtail swishes. He tried tiny tails Looks like a mouse tail. Spotted tails, look at that. Snappy tails. And tails that made him feel big. He's got an elephant tail on. Trying different tails made Churchill feel so good that he didn't have time for anything else. Come on out and play, Churchill. Not even his old friends. Now, thought Churchill, it's time for something very special. No, thank you. I'm rather busy with my new tails. Look at all these tails he's gathering. But he's too busy for his friends. So he went to Tiger's house. Tiger's tails were really super. I feel fierce, said Churchill. I am the world's strongest, bravest pig. A dark shadow fell across his path. Eek! Churchill felt very terrified and alone. What could it be? A giant, mean lizard? An unfriendly blue alien? Or a huge, hungry robot with a twisted fork on his head? I wonder what it is. But it wasn't any of those things. It was just a little bird. Look at that little guy. What is that on your head? Asked Churchill. Is that my tail? Well, I don't know, the bird replied. I found it in a bush. I thought it was a worm, but I couldn't eat it. It didn't look like a flower. It was useless, so I put it on my head. I've grown rather fond of it. I could see being rather fond of a pigtail on your head. Oh, but it's my very own perfect tail, said Churchill. Please, may I have it back? Well, said Bird, if it's yours, then you should have it. Thank you, said Churchill. Finding his old tail made Churchill feel like his old self again. He was so grateful that he helped Bird find the perfect thing for her head. And making a kind new friend helped Churchill remember his old friends. So he organized a tea party to bring all his friends together. That was nice of him. My dear friends, said Churchill, can you ever forgive me? And they did, because they loved Churchill, even though he could be very silly. From then on, Churchill took great care of his own perfect tail. And he was perfectly happy with it. Most of the time. Churchill is so silly. I hope you enjoyed our story today. I enjoyed reading it to you. See you next time.